Thunder won the last matchup of the season against the Clippers. That gives them a one-game advantage.
Unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues flated.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Luke Mbamute out there with DeAndre Jordan.
Great shooting. The last few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Passes it to Robertson.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Well, I tell you, I would have preferred to see a little more resistance from the defense on that play, though, guys.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really is in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here's Redick. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Feeds it to Green. He kicks it to Mbamute. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Paul missing again.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Kevin Durant.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7-foot 5-inch arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Robertson, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Green. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice
chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Well, guys, it's been a challenging matchup for them. They've won only one of the 3 games this season. He said one of the hurdles has been overcoming the tough shot blocking inside, adding that, quote, it's pretty easy to get it sent back if you just put your head down. We've got to drive the rim, but with awareness to react to the defense and exploit them when they overcommit. Makes sense, Kevin. Let's see if it'll play out.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, guys.
And I think it's going to take not just one approach, but several. I mean, they are so good at making adjustments defensively. They'll have to be ready to adjust on the fly as well.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, this is a team that will give you a lot of different looks at the defensive end, so adjusting and adapting, critically important.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Jordan kicks to Paul. With some arc, he lays it in.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Westbrook. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Pass to Roberson from the arc, but they'll get another chance. This one for three. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. The dish to Redick. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And, Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. Even improved as a defender.
Adams, the pass to Ibaka. Paul with the steal. He dishes it to Green. Can't get it to go. Good D by Westbrook. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Houston.
And in that game, guys, they were just... about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
And here is Paul following Russell Westbrook's 3. Amute, a screen on Westbrook. And it's Paul penetrating, and it's blocked by Adams. Shot clock at 2, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Paul. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
A moment here to see some numbers for Westbrook. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 20 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. Jordan against Adams. And Westbrook, here we go. Great D that time from Green. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Pierce. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you know, you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career. Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford, no luck. The Thunder leading by 8. Here is Durant. 10 points for him. Adams outside. Here's Roberson, guarded by Crawford. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
The 10-footer, and that one's good. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night. The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill. That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Pierce with a screen for Rivers. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
That's good.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts, you were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Waiters. And the Thunder, another three. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence in them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Pass to Collison. Waiters dishes to Collison. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 13.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. And it's blocked. Morrow kicks to Waiters. And Aldridge sends it back. And they're able to recover. Here's Morrow. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger. Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Aldridge with it. Picked up by Collison.
Thunder foul. That's his first personal foul.
.36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Aldridge. Thrown back.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
It's Crawford with the drive. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Payne with it. And here's Morrow outside. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And Austin Rivers, making NBA history last season, His father, Doc, is the head coach, of course, of the Clippers, and he talked about what it...
And I think it's because we've always had that type of relationship.
Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching his son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA. But this, Clark, this is a first in the NBA.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. I mean, he's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any differently.
Oklahoma City foul call.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
We've got Anthony Morrow. Dion Waiters is out there with Payne. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Collison at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And Morrow drops them both. And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
It was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Sinks the triple. Morrow's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Here's Green. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, averages nearly 12 points a game. It's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Here's Redick, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's Paul penetrating. And that one goes long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Payne with it. Now Green defending. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Collison. Collison's got his first bucket of the night.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Here's Redick. Got a hand on it. Pushing it up. Shot from 12. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Green. That's good. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
It's stolen by Green. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Elbow shot. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
And Adams with the slam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And Roberson kicks to Durant, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Screen by Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Mba Amute with the steal. Paul against Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. The finish. Yeah. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Here is Mba Amute. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And taken away by Paul. There's the pass to Mba Amute. Throws it up high, and Westbrook throws it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach in a lot of ways for this team.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Crawford with the steal. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Pierce is checked in for J.J. Redick. Green, the screen. Paul outside, fires for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
They grab their own miss. Here's Jordan, and he goes in for the dunk.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Snatched up. This is to Roberson. The second chance effort, and he knocks down the jumper. Roberson's got 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside, Green. Kicks to Crawford. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Jordan. And at last, they get one to fall. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter. It's stolen by Green. Here's Crawford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Kevin Durant, number 1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor, inside, outside, pulling up or driving to the rim.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Green, and it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. Johnson gets the bucket.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The Thunder leading by 16. Outside Westbrook. To the paint. Adams, the pass to Ibaka. Here's Roberson. They get it back. The feed to Durant. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the bucket. Durant's got 16.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
First free throw is good.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And he sinks the second.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. And Aldrich sends it back, but he recovers it. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's Rivers, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Austin Rivers.
Hey, kid, you ready?
1:30 left in the first half. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here's Crawford, and the foul on Cole Aldrich. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Now here's Payne. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Cantor. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Johnson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Johnson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
And that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Now Payne. From downtown. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. Crawford against Waiters. No coverage that time. 8 points for Crawford. The three from Morrow, and he drains the three. But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
That'll do it for the first half. Thunder lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Doc, what happened there in the first half?
Well, we missed shots, turned the ball over, second shot. I really think what's disappointing is our bad offense is dictating our bad defense right now.
Doc, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well, and their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge, and it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Green is out there with Luke Mbamute, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Paul, no one around him. Money from the wing. Paul's got 9.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
That drops. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And when you look at Serge Ibaka, it's amazing how methodically he's worked on his shooting. I mean, it seems like every year his range extends another couple of feet. He now has one of the best mid-range jumpers in the game, and that has obviously opened up the offense for everyone else. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Durant in Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Getting back to Ibaka, he entered the league primarily as a dunker. Cut to last season, he's shooting over 3 threes a game club.
And that was an objective that he wanted to pursue going into last season for his development and his team's progress, but that also helped drop his overall field goal percentage below 50.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half, coming out on fire.
The Thunder have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Durant, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
There's the screen. Pass to Mbamute. Green, the screen. Paul for three. Shot is off. Westbrook with the nice D there. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result.
Timeout. Los Angeles calls timeout. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Los Angeles with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
4-on-3 break. And Redick kicks to Paul. Goes up at
Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Ball's knocked loose. The drive by Paul. 20. Durant, the pass to Roberson. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him. I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Roberson. Green with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And Westbrook, here we go. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Paul dishes to Green. Jordan with a screen on Westbrook. Green kicks to Mbamute. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Down low, here's Roberson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Roberson's got 10.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Thunder leading by 16. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here is Mbamute, and he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Out to the right wing. Adams, right side. The 9-foot shot. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Redick. No good. Good D by Westbrook. The Thunder shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look. And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
It's hard to believe He's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And Green slams it in.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 19. Outside Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Ibaka. Oklahoma City, the rebound. Here's Adams. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
The Thunder leading by 20. Durant just inside the line. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Stolen. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 8th assist in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Rivers, and he uses the glass on the layup. Rivers has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
The wide open look here for Ibaka. Buries the long-range jumper.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pierce inside the three-point line. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Pierce has got 11. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Durant drawing the double team. He feeds it to Adams. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. The Clippers really having a tough go here. To the middle. Here's Pierce. 2nd chance shot. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
Clippers ball. 3 points, Tornadoes.
The Clippers shooting here about 46% for the game. That's tipped. Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Leaps for it, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Let's take a moment to check out Kevin Durant here. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's getting around 28 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Durant attacking, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last. just a little longer. And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Durant against Rivers. Outside Durant.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. With 1 on the clock, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Thunder running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Oklahoma City shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Payne out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then there's Nick Collison. And it's Cantor in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
Here's Rivers. Excellent D from Cantor. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. And here's Morrow outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Knocks it loose. Wilcox passes to Rivers. Johnson, a wide open look, and the 3 ball is good.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Waiters, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that 3-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
And he's able to get it back. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Mbaamute's checked in for Jeff Ayers. Green comes in for Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Wilcox. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. Here is Mbaamute. And Cantor pulls it down.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Payne with it. Now Green defending. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Tries it from the top of the key, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Here's Paul. Excellent D from Cantor. The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Morrow, no good. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Redick dishes to Mbaamute. Paul. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. That's good.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
And stolen by Payne. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Pablo Prigioni. He's checked in for Chris Paul. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's the screen. Collison kicks to Payne. Off target from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Offensive rebound. Rejected by Collison. They retain possession. Shots good from Mbaamute.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Payne passes to Morrow from 17 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here is Mbaamute, and goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Here's Waiters. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. 18 points for Dion Waiters.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
They set the pick. Prigioni dishes to Aldridge. They shoot again, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Thunder, Cole Aldridge taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster. That is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. He kicks it to Morrow. And it's Payne in the corner. There's a screen by Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Pierce with the ball. A shot's good from Aldridge.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
And Redick kicks to Aldridge. Another shot, and stolen by Payne. Inside, it's deflected. Clippers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Scooped up, Aldridge. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Cole Aldridge. He's got 10 points and 2 blocks. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Redick against Waiters. Fires from the wing. And the shot is good. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Morrow kicks to Waiters. Feeds to Collison. Uncovered. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And just solid play out of them that time.
And Los Angeles guys shooting about 47% here in the fourth. There's a good screen. Prigioni, the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Inside, here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Right side, Pierce. Tries from 10. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Pass to Waiters. Mbah-a-Moute pulls it in. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Redick with the bucket.
Paul Pierce.
Here's Payne.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Prigioni dishes to Pierce.
Thunder foul. Anthony Moore.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Wilcox comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Pablo Prigioni. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for a good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Tries from 10. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Aldridge has got 9 points now in the quarter.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And that one's good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Rivers kicks to Pierce. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Paul Pierce playing very well. He has 15 points, and he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
And you know what? When he's had the opportunity, he's been in attack mode, and that's what led to those points at the line.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total...
Man, oh, man.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Outside Pierce. Three-pointer. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pulls up from the corner. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Rivers against Durant. Drops in the layup for 2. Durant's got 34.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Rivers can't get it to go. Durant, the pass to Ibaka. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Ibaka. All sorts of time. Can't get it to go. Rivers with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly. But can you describe or put a value on the contributions of your teammates?
Well, it's a team game. Everybody has to come to play. Everybody played hard in the second half. We stuck together, so we just got to continue to do that.
A solid all-around effort. Thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For great...